5 seconds doesn't sound like much. It's barely enough time to strike a pose for a photo or send a quick text. But what if, for just 5 seconds, every atom of oxygen on Earth suddenly disappeared? Would we simply hold our breath, or would the entire planet fall apart? Most people think oxygen is only important because we breathe it, but oxygen does far more than keep us alive. It's one of the building blocks that keeps our entire planet working. The first thing to change would be the sky. Without oxygen molecules scattering sunlight, the bright blue sky would instantly turn dark. Then Earth's ozone layer would disappear. Since ozone is made of oxygen, it couldn't exist anymore. That means dangerous ultraviolet radiation from the sun would hit the surface without protection. Skin would burn, eyes could be permanently damaged, and the risk of radiation exposure would skyrocket. Next comes the air itself. Oxygen makes up about 21% of Earth's atmosphere. Remove it, and air pressure drops almost instantly. The change would be so extreme that many people could suffer severe ear damage. Even worse, engines that rely on combustion would stop working, cars would stall, motorcycles would die, airplanes could lose engine power in mid-flight. Many flights might never land safely, but that's still not the biggest disaster. Oxygen is also part of the chemical structure of rocks and concrete. If every oxygen atom vanished, those materials would lose their stability, buildings would collapse, bridges would crumble, entire cities could fall apart. Then comes the water. Every water molecule contains one oxygen atom. Without oxygen, water couldn't exist, rivers would disappear, lakes would vanish, the oceans themselves would be gone. Since the human body is mostly water, we wouldn't survive either. Finally, Earth's crust would begin to fail. Nearly half of the crust is made of oxygen-containing minerals. Without them, the ground beneath us could collapse. And even if all the oxygen returned 5 seconds later, it would already be too late. The damage would be irreversible. Thankfully, this is only a scientific thought experiment. But Earth's past tells an interesting story. Billions of years ago, our planet had almost no oxygen. Life was simple and complex animals couldn't exist. Everything changed when tiny organisms called cyanobacteria evolved. Through photosynthesis, they slowly released oxygen into the atmosphere. Over millions of years, that oxygen transformed Earth into the world we know today. Scientists call this event the Great Oxidation Event. Research also suggests that oxygen won't last forever. Studies by scientists including Kasumi Ozaki and Christopher T. Reinhardt predict that about 1 billion years from now, Earth's oxygen levels could begin to decline as the sun grows brighter. Fortunately, that's so far in the future that humanity will almost certainly never experience it. This story reminds us that the most important things in life are often invisible. Every breath we take depends on oxygen, and without it, Earth wouldn't be the home we know today.